Hi everyone, in this video we cover from problem 36 to problem number 40 in Think Through Geometry. If you haven't purchased the book, please refer to the comments link. Alright, so let's go over problem 36. If two lines are parallel to one another, traversed by transversal, there exists an angle whose measure is 110. According to the vertical angle postulate, find out the measure of its vertical angle. Okay, so here we go. We draw a set of pictures like this, and then there would be 110. The vertical angle, as you can see from this example, it would be staying right there, right? So in fact, the answer for this problem would be 110. Okay, so now we move on to problem 37. If two lines are parallel to one another, traversed by perpendicular transversal, okay, so there will be perpendicular transversal. So it will be perpendicular to one of those sides, but it should be these two lines are parallel. Find the sum of the angles formed by transversal with two lines in degree measures. Find all angles. So I see. Find the sum of all angles formed by the transversal with the two lines. So in fact, I just need to take the sum of everything out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 90 degree that has appeared. Well, let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there would be 8 of these, and 720 would be the answer. In fact, this was kind of like, it's not a trick, but perpendicular transversal is not even a necessary information. Why? Because whenever we cross, like two lines with any transversal, the sum of any angles that you find, especially all these angles that I just marked out, are just gonna be like 360 double, right? Okay, so that being said, we move on to problem number 38. According to the angle addition postulate, we have angle ABC. Right, so let's just try to mark out A and B and C out there, and there would be some kind of angle D in that sense, because a point D it's going to be in its interior region, and measure of ABD, that would be 30 degree, and measure of DBC would be 40 degree. Now, if you take the sum, the measure of ABC definitely would be 70, but in order for us to explain why that is true, it will be true because of the angle addition postulate. So let's just try to write it down. Measure of ABC is in fact the same thing as measure of ABD plus measure of DBC. And that will be 30 plus 40 by substitution property, and this would be in fact 70. So the answer for our question must be 70. Okay, so now we move on to segment addition postulate. So according to the segment addition postulate, all we need to use is the fact that adding two segments that are adjacent but at the same time forming a line would be in fact it's kind of natural way of adding those lengths. So if I just give you some explanations with the pictorial information, there would be something about A, B, and C. Right, and they're staying on the same line. And that's the meaning of this. A, B, and C are collinear in the written order. That means that they are staying on the same line. And there would be A, there would be B, and there would be C. Okay, so this one would be in fact 3 minus 2x. And you can see that BC is going to be 2x plus 1. And in order for me to say what AC is, well, I got to say AC is going to be the same thing as AB plus BC. Which, in fact, if we use the substitution property, it would be 3 minus 2x plus 2x plus 1. Now you can see that negative 2x and positive 2x get cancelled. So we're left with 4, and the answer for our problem must be 4. Okay, so now the last question. Problem number 40. Angle A and angle B form a linear pair. Now, definition of a linear pair suggests that A and B form they are adjacent angles first, and at the same time, they must be supplementary angle pairs. So in other words, if we have a linear pair, if we get a linear pair, then definitely this implies that we have supplementary angle pair. Now, definition of supplementary angle pair is going to be something that goes like this. The sum of two supplementary angle pair or supplementary angles must be equal to 180. So if we just translate this, measure of A and measure of B equals in degree measures, and we need to find out measure of A plus measure of B as 180 degree. All right, so that being said, we're done with these problems, and thank you for listening. I will see, and at the same time watching this video, I'll see you in the different clips.